Hello everyone, my name is Lingxia Zeng from Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics, School of Public Health, Xi'an Jiaotong University. Today I'll give a short talk about epidemic characteristics and response strategies against the COVID-19 in China. My talk will cover on the following four aspects. As we know, late in December 2019, several local health facilities reported a cluster of patients with pneumonia of unknown cause, in which initially was linked to the seafood wholesale market in Wuhan, Hubei Province, China. This disease, named COVID-19 by WHO, was declared as a global public health concern after spreading in China and outside of China. As of March 5, 2020, the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in China has exceeded 80,000. And cumulative confirmed cases outside of China have reached more than 15,000. Well, we can look at the epidemiology curve on daily confirmed cases of COVID-19 within last 40 days, since China government included COVID-19 in China National Infectious Disease Information System. From January 23rd to March 4th. As shown in the graph, we can see that the general trend in Hubei province and the whole country was consistent. Hubei province as epidemic focus from January 21st to February 15th. The curve showed the outbreak was going upward. However, after February 15th, the trend declined, indicating that the COVID-19 spread was effectively under control within 40 days in China. As outside of Hubei, before January 30th, there was a slightly increase, then followed by a plateau stage until February 8th. After that, the area outside of Hubei entered a long-tailed stage. Here, what we need to be aware of this is, from February 15, while there was a downward trend in China, there has been a gradual increase outside of China, with majority of reports from Korea, Japan, and Italy. Starting February 25th, the daily confirmed cases of COVID-19 outside of China have exceeded the number of cases in China. This means that China is now under triple pressure: control of the COVID-19 spread within China, resume production, and control introduction of imported cases from outside of China. We know that there are three key components to an epidemic: source of infection, transmission, and susceptible cases. COVID-19 is neither SARS, nor MERS, nor influenza. It's a new virus with its own unique strain characteristics. Unlike SARS, in which only confirmed cases as the main source of infection, asymptomatic individuals also play a role in COVID-19 virus spread. Some studies have also confirmed that patients in the incubation period are infectious. These two distinctive features of transmission during the incubation period, as well as during the asymptomatic stages, greatly increase the risk of COVID-19 spread in the community. The main route of COVID-19 transmission were droplets and vomit during unprotected close contacts between infected and susceptible. aerosol route is potential transmission way in aerosol generating procedures which are conducted in healthcare facilities. There has been reports of positive virus testing in the feces of confirmed cases and newborns of mother diagnosed with QI in China. Therefore, fecal-oral and mother-fetal routes are also potential transmission ways. This means transmission routes of COVID-19 may be more complex than that of SARS. So based on the epidemiology characteristics observed in China, everyone is susceptible. As to the present, no vaccine for prevention and no specific antiviral agent are available for COVID-19. So, understanding these main features of COVID-19 epidemics, non-pharmaceutic public health measure applications should be the key strategies to contain the COVID-19 spread. The overall strategies of national emergency response against COVID-19 in China was target on control of the source of infection, block transmission and prevent further spread, and protect the susceptible. For the purpose of controlling the source of infection and management, a series of policies were made around 5 early. That means early identification, early report, early isolation, early diagnosis, and early treatment. Within 2 months period, 6 editions of guidelines for prevention and control, 7 editions of national clinical guidelines were released. These guidelines provide a clear definition of confirmed cases, clinical diagnosis cases, suspected cases, and symptoms, and also optimized the procedures of case confirmation. In addition to this, the board action imposed on separating Wuhan and its surrounding starting January 23, 2020, has effectively prevented the further spread of the disease to the rest of country. Fast nucleic acid PCR diagnostic tools were developed for early and quick diagnosis of cases. Fever clinics with main task on early identification of suspected cases have made significant contributions. More hospitals were mainly designated for early isolation of cases and early treatment. On top of this, Chinese integration of COVID-19 in the National Infectious Disease Information System have helped on dissemination of up-to-date information and coordinate intervention throughout the country. Besides the 5 early strategies, other joint strategies were applied to interrupt the chains of transmission and protect the susceptible, including suspension of public gathering, disinfection of public places with dense population, and strengthen personal protection practice of the general public and the healthcare provider. And also, strong epidemiology investigations were being carried out for cases, clusters, and contexts to identify the source of infection and implement targeted control measures such as contact tracing. A clear strategy should be developed and adjusted according to the local epidemic situation dynamically. In areas without cases, the strategy is to strictly prevent introduction. For areas with sporadic cases, the strategy is focused on reducing importation, stopping transmission, and providing appropriate treatment. For areas with community clusters, the strategy is focused on stopping transmission, preventing exportation, and strengthening treatment. For areas with community transmissions, strictest prevention and control strategies should be employed. We are all in the middle of this COVID-19 epidemic. Here's what you need to contribute to this campaign. Protect yourself and comply with all the public health measures, such as restriction of movement, mandatory voluntary quarantine, and keep social distance. I want to end my talk with this picture. You know, Wuhan's pinyin consists of 5 letters. These 5 letters corresponding to 5 key ways to protect yourself. W means wash hands. U means use mask properly. H means have temperature checked regularly. A means avoid large crowds. N means never touch your face with unclean hands. I believe that with all of our coordinated efforts, the COVID-19 pandemic will end in the early future. Okay, thanks for your attention.